Kimi CLI from Moonshot just dropped. Let's see how it beats your current dev agent. Hello, I'm Jeremy Grove, founder of Metadata Fusion. In this video, I will install the new Kimi CLI, pick the right K2 model, and run a quick repo demo, and compare pricing to Sonnet 4.5 and GLM 4.6. Kimi K2 from Moonshot has been around for a little while, and they've had some impressive benchmarks, but there's nothing like real-world test usage to really understand how a model is going to work. So they've recently released their CLI, and I believe it's still in basically a preview and test mode. So we're going to be testing that today. But also simultaneously, they've released a new plan. Previously, they just had API-based pricing, which is what I'm currently using. But they've recently now started to offer these plans. And some of this cannot be fully confirmed on the limits because they are a little vague on some of these numbers. But we'll go into some of their the information that we can find on their quotas and their rating. But I'm going to assume that this is going to be similar to possibly GLM or possibly Anthropic. But we will go into that pricing. You will see they have the, they state, 4 times the speed, extended thinking, etc. But not a lot of details on this specific page. So if we go over to their Kimi for Coding page, they'll give a little more details on their rate limits for their coding plan. But it's still a little vague on which plan this applies to. So as they're stating here, faster, more stable responses, 1 to 500 requests every 5 hours, with a maximum output speed of 100 tokens per second. Okay, so they're giving us a little information, but not fully transparent. So this is still yet to be determined on the full benefits there. And they have a little more detailed information here on their billing logic, etc. And they do specifically tell you on their credit limits. It seems like they're basically copying the same model that basically I think Anthropic was the first one to introduce these weekly limits. And it looks like they're doing something very similar, day 1 to day 7, etc. But hopefully they will get a little clearer with this in the future. And then they give you the user guide. So if we look at the pricing of Kimi K2, we can still see the family here because they basically have 3 current models in the K2 family. And we will go over those models later in detail. But pretty much only 2 of these models are going to apply for most of you. Turbo and then the major model. Most of those 2 models are going to be the number ones that apply. So if you look at the input tokens, and you can compare those to GLM 4.6, you can compare those to Sonnet, and even to OpenAI GPT 4.1, and that's not even 5. So you can see the rate limits. It's looking like the rate limits are going to be somewhat similar to GLM 4.6. Okay. So what are the differences between Kimi K2 as opposed to Claude 4.5 Sonnet, GLM 4.6, or GPT-5 Codex? Well, the architecture is a little interesting. So the 2 models that are going to basically apply to Kimi K2 for most of us right now, as we're late October 2025, is going to be the 0905 model and the Turbo model. Okay, the 0905 model, it's got a 256K tokens, so a little bit higher than Claude, which is nice, and over GLM. But you can see that GPT-5 has, in various usages, you can get up to 1 million tokens. Okay, so the Turbo model is quite interesting depending on your task, as it works very fast and it uses less tokens. So this is where you might want to switch between the the 0905 model, and the turbo model, depending on the task that you're using. One thing that's quite interesting about their new CLI interface that I haven't seen anyone else do is that you can go back and forth between the shell and even the MCP tool interface. So say you're in the CLI tool and you're running your prompts. You can hit Ctrl+K and you can pop right over and you can run a git status, or you can push to git, etc. That's pretty nice. I think they're the first ones to try it. I'm assuming that a lot of the others are going to probably copy that as well, because that's a pretty nice feature. So you can see basically the tool integration. So this thing is definitely it's set up to use a lot of different tools. Kimi CLI is also quite interesting, as it's Python based, as where most all of the other CLIs are either based in TypeScript or Rust. So this is going to be interesting to how this is going to integrate, because Python has quite a large library. So this could be quite interesting. But you can see it integrates well with tools, as where Sonnet 4.5 is a little bit limited. But that's where you've probably seen in some of my other videos that Sonnet 4.5 integrates really well with Factory AI Droid, their interface. And that brings us to their weaknesses. Their documentation is a little bit sparse. So you can pick up my free Kimi CLI Master Guide, absolutely free, on my website, MediaDataFusion.com. Go to the resources and then the guide section. You can get this PDF of a full documentation on how to install this and get it integrated absolutely free at MediaDataFusion.com in the resources section, guides, because their documentation is a little sparse. So I put together a guide to help with some of this. So here's our pricing again. I think it's going to fall somewhere similar to GLM 4.6, but it's going to take more testing to determine if it's going to be a real competitor to GLM 4.6, who is actually one of my favorite models. Best bang for your buck right now. So this will be interesting to give this one more testing. So you will have this over here, their repo on GitHub, the Kimi CLI. And it shows their different features. And it's got a brief install guide. But I will have a comprehensive guide available at my website, MediaDataFusion.com. Go to the resources section, guides, and I will give you a Kimi CLI master guide that will break this down in a little bit more detail and give you some instructions beyond what they have to make it a little bit easy. Yeah, for example, getting the UV installed and the other features. So let's get this thing installed, Kimi CLI. So my Kimi CLI master guide, for those of you that would like to pick this up, you can go to my website, MediaDataFusion.com, go to the resources section, guides. You can get this downloaded for absolutely free. It gives you basically an overview of what we're already talking about, okay, as of October, late October 2025. And so this is currently only available on macOS or Linux. I believe Windows support is coming soon, but not yet. So you will need to you're going to need to install UV. So basically on their guide, they've basically given you this command only. So I've added these extra commands so this can be available right away and you can confirm the installation. So our first step, we're just going to copy and paste that directly into our terminal. Okay, we're now over to the terminal. So let's get this installed. So we're going to paste that in our terminal and get that installed. And you can see it's downloading the UV. Everything's installed. So those extra commands that I gave you, it confirms everything and you know you're good to go. So now that we've got that installed, we're going to go down on the guide to the next step. We're going to install the CLI. Okay, so you're going to copy this command here. Okay, you're just going to copy that, real simple. Okay, now we're back. We're just going to paste that in and we're going to install it. I have not installed it on this particular machine. I have multiple machines that I work off of, so I wanted to save this one for the video to install it on here. So this is a fresh install for me. So we're downloading the package and let's see where we got. Perfect. So we have that installed And a simple thing that we can do is just test the installation. Okay. Okay. So with that command, we have tested the installation and we are good to go. So the next thing we're going to want to do, we're going to want to go to the repo that we want to work inside of. So I got this test project we're going to jump inside of. Okay, and you can see we're on the dev branch. Okay, and let's just get a fresh screen here. Okay, so now let's run Kimi. So really simple, just like any other interface, whether it's Claude, whether it's Droid, Gemini, or Codex. We're just going to type Kimi. Really simple. That's it. Welcome to Kimi CLI. You'll see. Okay. So now we're going to need to configure Kimi CLI. So this is where you're going to need to input your API key. So let's go to Setup. I'm going to go down. Setup Kimi CLI. Okay. So Kimi, if you purchased one of their coding plans, you're going to select Kimi for coding. Moonshot AI, this is if you're in mainland China, which I'm assuming most of you are not. So I did not purchase the coding plan. I'm going to use the API usage until I get a little bit more confirmation on this tool. So we're going to select Moonshot AI OpenAI platform. Okay, and we're going to enter our API key there. So you're going to need to come over to Moonshot AI's platform, and you're going to need to create a key. Okay, I've already created some keys. You can't see the whole key there. I would delete these keys anyway, just for safety purposes. But you're going to need to create a key. And once you see the key, you can only see it once and you can't see it again. So you're going to create a key, give it a name, and then we're going to hop back on over to the terminal. Okay, so I have now entered my key, and we're just going to press enter just like we would on any other key. So here's where we get the models. And as I explained earlier, the Kimi K2 Turbo preview is their super fast and efficient model. And then you have the 0905, which is going to be the flagship. So we're going to go with that one for now. Bam. Okay. So it's checking for, and it's even giving us additional instructions. We can hit Ctrl+K to go to the shell, which I'm really quite interested in this. Very nice. You can see our model up here, Kimi K2 0905. So we have this connected to a repo. Let's give it a little test run to see what it can do. And let's just say read only plan to make sure that it doesn't do anything. Okay. All right, they're giving me a very brief description of the interface. Okay. So let's do another prompt that's a little more involved just to get a little bit more information on how this model is going to work. Okay, you can see it calling tools, reading. Pretty snappy. It's working well. Okay. They're giving us a little context reading. I guess one thing to check is to see if they're going to give us an overall context usage. That would be nice to have that, because once any model gets over 50% of its context, it starts to rot. That's when it's going to be time to either compress, compact, or start a new chat. So it did a pretty good job. It gave us a good analysis of this repo, which this repo makes GIFs. Basically, you can give it various images, and it can create GIFs, and you can basically give it prompts to change those GIFs and regulate them and change the speed. That's quite nice. I will probably add this to my website coming soon, kitutility.com. It's called Kit Utility. It's going to be all free developer tools and resources. Currently, I think we're at 70 plus. The goal is to be over 100 plus. Some of them are BYOK, and some of you don't need any keys to use at all. Should be a lot of interesting tools for people to use. Social media post generators that with image, whether it be for LinkedIn, X, Instagram, etc. We'll have all those settings on there. AI image generation and manipulation to make thumbnails. All types of tools that should be quite useful to quite a few people. So if we look at some of the features, quite similar to Claude or Factory AI Droid. I do not see, one thing I'm actually disappointed, I don't see a plan mode. So I will have to dig into their documents. Like I said, this is like a pre-release. But one thing is nice, they do have the release notes. So let's see what they have on there. Okay. So that's nice that that's transparent. But no plan mode that I see. So we may have to manually get this thing to plan. So no plan mode as of yet. So the feature that I'm quite interested in is the fact that we can go to the shell. So basically, they're saying we can hit Ctrl+K. Let's test that out. So you can see we have the star icon. Okay, so you see that changes us to the $sign. So let's just type in get status. Okay, very nice. So that is useful, and I'm actually surprised that all the other CLI tools don't have this, because this is something that's very handy if I need to do a git commit, etc. I want to add, I want to put my commit message, and I just want to commit without changing the interface or working through the IDE. That will be quite handy. So we can toggle in. I don't think that you can change directories, if I did read the documentation correctly, but that's quite handy. So let's see if we can toggle back. Okay, that's simple. So that's quite nice. Like I said, this was built off of Python. So, and most of the other CLIs are built off of TypeScript and Rust. So it will be interesting to see what direction this takes. Most likely it's going to be optimized, obviously, for their model. But let's see where it goes. Kimi CLI is great if you want a lightweight agent inside your terminal, tool calling, and shell control. You can pay as you go or use their new monthly subscription. The documentation in English is sparse. You can pick up a free Kimi CLI master guide on my website, MediaDataFusion.com. Resources, guides. That's it for me. See you in the next one.